We back at it.
Back at it.
What's
we
good,
survived.
people? Yeah, we survived
Corona.
This foolishness that's going on.
At least until we check again on us in 14 days. Might be a different story then.
That's causing people to go into a panic.
I got my toilet tissue.
I don't have no toilet tissue.
Damn. How you say you want to survive without no toilet tissue? I missed out on that.
I got food. I got body wash. The things that people left.
Shit.
I don't have toilet tissue.
I forgot soap.
I should have got some though, because I'm quite sure you could probably sell some right now for about $100. Somebody gonna buy it.
I'm selling rolls of toilet tissue, trading.
Yeah, matter of fact, I know somebody who has some who close to me, and they don't want to give me none.
It's messed up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, it's not really me. The person who I'm close to, they don't want to give her none. But I don't know. Hopefully, we can convince her.
I'll give you a roll, bro.
My man. Appreciate you.
I got you. I bought myself a 24-pack. I got you. Hey, so we coming at you this lovely evening to talk about managing expectations. This is something that is applicable both in the gym and in life.
Yep.
So I think we should, just start off with the gym first, because it's an easier one to hit. I know in my short time being a trainer, people come at you with these unrealistic expectations. They
all the time.
I mean, we kind of hinted on this in the first episode, where people want to lose, 60 pounds in like a month. Mm-hmm. Or I have one guy that wants to, I think it's just our generation and the times that we are now, where everything is instant. You could look something up, and information is instant, food is instant.
Yeah.
Everything is pretty much, if it ain't here next day, if it ain't here right now, it's here like next day. And
Patience
people expect their
dead,
bodies to turn out the same way. Like, you can't build muscle overnight. You can't lose all the fat overnight either.
Yeah. If you've been carrying, fat for like the last 20 years, it's not going to disappear in the next 3-4 months. That's a process.
Yeah.
And like I said, patience has died to the point people, when it comes to that, they want the quick fix. They want the right now. And that's, as a trainer, that's where the expectations come in. It's very hard, because I get people that show me other trainers' Instagram and like, hey, I want to like this person did that. And you don't know how long it took. Like, this person may have been training this girl for 2 years, and he might put, the results she got in,
without
3
no
months.
date or nothing.
Yeah.
Or just flat out lie.
Yeah.
Because it'll make it look better. Like, it make him look better for advertising purposes.
Exactly. Because how many people gonna want to sign up for that program or that type of service if they never get it done that quick?
Right. And I'm over here, like, somebody asking me how long can I expect to see results, and I'm like, man, I want to give you an answer. I want to tell you, 3 months, but to build some muscle mass that you can actually see. But to be honest with you, so it's all about you and your dedication.
Exactly. That's what I tell people all the time.
I'm only with you for an hour, so if you want to see muscle building, so I spoke like with the guy, and I said, well, if you really want to see appreciable muscle mass, are you getting your 8 hours of sleep? Are you eating all of your meals? Are you living a stress-free life so that your body isn't, high cortisol, and you can be anabolic most of the time? Mm-hmm. And if he can't check off those 3 things, and it's like, why you don't? I'm teaching you how to do the right thing, but it's up to you to execute it 24/7. I'm only with you for an hour.
Yeah.
The same thing goes with fat loss. I give you the meal plan, I give you the diet, but if you don't follow it, then why you saying I'm trash or I don't know what I'm doing? You can't follow directions.
People gotta have a fall. They gotta have a fall guy. They gotta have somebody to point the finger at.
They don't want to take responsibility.
Yeah, accountability,
so
anything.
Put it on you.
So it's you. So you might have somebody who might leave you and say, "Well, you a horrible trainer." And come to me, it was like, "Yeah, he didn't do this, he do that," and then. With me, it's a little bit different, and then they start getting results. It's not that you was a bad trainer. It's just the fact now you paying attention, now you're going to do everything.
Right.
Because now if you leave here, you just can't say, well, you had 2 bad trainers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's the likelihood of that?
Right.
So I always tell people, the accountability is back on you. You can't outwork your fort. What you put in is what you're going to get out.
Yep.
And like I said, because of how things are going now, some of these people do have some unrealistic expectations. And as a trainer, you don't want to turn down business, but at the same time, you don't want to lie to nobody either.
Right. And that's a hard conversation to have.
Yeah. Because a person coming to you and you saying, hey, look, I got $500. I want to sign up for training. but I want to like this person in 3 months. Can you do it? And then depending on what type of financial situation you in at the time, you might be like,
yeah, I can do it.
I got you.
I'm doing it.
I got you. I mean, we might not look all the way like that, but we could do something. We might look at halfway.
And look, I ain't even gonna say that I could do it. I'm gonna just say, well, we gonna find out.
Yeah, wordplay. Like, you know what?
Like we gonna find out today.
Listen, I'm good at what I could do. I could take you to the promised land, babe. I just need you to follow me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, but things like that, and like I said, it's becoming that way because a lot of people miss the workout part and the hard work that goes into it. So, like when you on Instagram, you're looking at somebody who worked out for a minute clip, or 30 seconds, or this person did this, or whatever the case may be. But you're not seeing the things that's behind the scenes. When there's no cameras around and, you know, the things that people are really doing to suffer and just to get the results.
I'm glad that you said that because I was speaking on that earlier today, just about the whole suffering part. I'm starting to diet for the bodybuilding shows that are towards the summertime, May and June. Like if I could get lean enough, fast enough, I'll jump in a May show. But the goal is in June. But even what I'm experiencing now is like, yo, I don't want to do it, but I gotta suffer. Like you're gonna suffer. Like you can't expect to lose fat and not go to bed or not be hungry at some point in time in the day. And you just gotta manage that. It's like, you know, if you're a bodybuilder, you have to manage. You have to be realistic with yourself and realize you signed up for this really rough hobby.
Yeah.
So like you can't spaz out on your friends and family and your boss or your coworkers because you didn't eat or you can't eat yet. And when you do eat, like the meals are small, you know, you signed up for this. So you got to manage your expectations. You got to manage. So like you got to manage yourself and realize that, you know, you gotta fight through it. And it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of suffering involved. But I mean, that's the nature of the beast. You're not going to get anything that you want in life unless you put in some kind of work. And the work to lose fat or to build muscle is consistent suffering, for lack of better words.
Because sometimes even with the suffering, I tell people when you really look at it, the people that complain, you're really not suffering in a sense. It's just you're getting your free will taken away in some way. Like meaning, like I told somebody, you know, when it comes to people who want to diet, you know, or even like, let's just use a funny example. All season, we might just be eating anything we want to eat, but we might not be eating 3 or 4 times every day.
Right.
And, you know, some meals we might skip due to whatever we're participating in, whatever we're doing. And then now all of a sudden you get confined to, all right, this is what you're doing, this is what you're eating. And that's it. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm still eating.
Yeah,
because there's people out there that's not eating.
It's a lot of people in this world that's not eating.
So I'm still eating 3, 4, 5 meals.
Yeah, it's just not what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
so
it's not the amount that you want.
Exactly. Or it's, you know, it's the fact that I just can't get up freely and just go to the kitchen to get what I wanted before.
Right.
You know, so like even with that, it plays. And the fact that I was like, okay, it's really not that serious. It's like a mental thing.
Yeah,
but
that's what it really is.
But you have so many people that struggle with that portion. And that's what I tell people. Like I told you, I have people who was eating like once or twice a day. Then I put them on a meal plan, and now they eating 4 or 5 times, and they complaining about, man, I'm always hungry. But what you was doing when you was only eating 1 or 2 times?
Yeah.
So when you get to the place where those now, it's little things more structure, and you got a little bit more order in certain things like that. People feel to realize. I always tell people like, what's your vision? What's your goal? What's the end goal? So you could use that as motivation in the times of you experience a weakness in the mind. Yeah. So like if you about to break your diet or you about to do this, like why are you really doing this?
True.
You see what I'm saying? Because that'll help you get over. Like I had a woman that said, hey, well, I'm doing this because of this particular reason. Like, okay, you might need a bigger vision in it.
And you know what?
There's going to be times you're not going to want to do this. There's going to be days you're not going to work out. Based on what's going on in your life and stuff like that, things going to interfere with the gym. But you got to know at the end of the day, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that helps you out. I think that helps people out a lot. But the funny thing is, they see, you know, they're expecting you to get them to look a certain way, but they're not putting accountability on them to respect themselves to make sure they're doing what they need to do when it comes to eating.
Yeah, they're not following through on errands.
Exactly. So like, you know, it just as you know, people in the fitness industry, man. Sometimes you run into these situations, and it's sort of like sometimes as a trainer, you got to be a great motivator.
Yeah, you
to
gotta
motivate these people
Yeah,
because not only are they experiencing difficulties in the gym and fitness, but then it's bleeding over to their personal life. You see what I'm saying? So you got people who, when we training people, you don't know what's going on in the person's mind.
Nah,
I get cussed out all the time because I might have said, "Hey, well, let's do this," or "That's what we're doing today," and somebody might say, "You didn't even ask me how my day was." Like, that's
and to
crazy.
be honest with you, that's not my job. But
but it's my job because the simple fact of you train. So now we got to depending on your audience. When you train a lot of women like myself, you got to be a little bit more attentive and paying attention, being more observant when these people coming in.
I ain't going to say nothing.
Which is crazy, but
I'm from my experience, and I only train guys.
Yeah.
Like a handful of chicks, mainly guys. And it's like, bro, the dudes are just as bad. They be so sensitive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, why don't I I didn't know I had to. I thought when I signed up to be a trainer, I was going to teach you how to lift weights, do the exercise right, show you how to diet. Get you on a healthy meal plan or get you to make the better options. I didn't know 80% of my work was going to be as some kind of therapist.
Oh yeah, that's what you wear multiple hats in this industry, man.
A therapist and a cheerleader,
count, man, like everything.
Yeah,
and then it's crazy because, you got to demonstrate some type of loyalty and trustworthiness because you got people that sharing information with you that you cannot afford to get out.
Oh yeah.
So like now it puts you in a situation where as though despite what this person told me, I still got to view them the same way, and I just can't let that information get the best of me. So like now when you leave their presence and you go home, you got to remove that.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I mean, that's easy. So
mentally,
like on my part.
Yeah, mentally, sometimes when you're dealing with certain people, man, like you might have a client. I was in a situation where somebody said, "Hey, their loved one just died." You see what I'm saying? So now, I gotta encourage you to get not only through the session, but through the loss of a loved one. You see what I'm saying? So like, it puts you in these bonds, and then sometimes personal training do become personal because you build relationships with these people. You get close to them, and at some point, you start having some emotions involved because now this is just not a client. This is somebody who's been investing in me for the last 2-3 years. So like now,
so now it's
like you into that family.
Right.
So now it's just a little bit different now.
And
you see.
It's hard because so you've been doing it for that long, and I guess I've only had one client or a couple. Well, no, I've had like two people that I speak to them about their life. I don't even talk to them about health and fitness anymore. It's all about their life and like just making sure that they still are doing good and moving forward in life. Because you do develop that relationship, and it's hard. But I think. While I was actually training them, I did keep up a little bit of a barrier so I'm not going home with their burdens. And that's something that you got to do. And it's a life lesson too. Your friends, your family, you can't always take on their battles. Sometimes, you could hear them out, listen to them, and then you just got to let that go. Yeah. Once that conversation is done, you can't take it with you because this is going to make your life that much harder.
Yeah, true.
Just thinking about them. But something else that you said about, I wanted to say, I'm drawing a blank, but it was something I wanted to piggyback on. Having a bigger vision, having focus to it, knowing your reason why.
Doing this?
You definitely need that. Oh, man, I forgot what I was trying to say. Yeah, hopefully it comes back to me.
You got to have a why behind, especially in this fitness thing. You got to have a why behind everything.
Yeah.
I had a situation where I had a young lady. She just wanted to look good because of the guy she was with at the time. And like I was trying to explain to her, I'm like, look, if you want me to help you build a bigger butt, if that's going to be the foundation of your relationship,
you need to reevaluate that.
It's going to be another girl with a bigger butt than you.
Yeah,
you see what
always.
I'm saying?
Just by default, just about
it's going to be another girl that might look prettier than you. Her breasts might be bigger. She might have abs. So like, you going about this thing the whole wrong way because even if I get you the body that you're desiring to please this person that you with, you still going to feel empty because he's not going to be satisfied with that.
Right.
So now we need to refocus and understand, okay, let's make this about you.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Right.
Let's refocus now. Why, do you even want to do this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if
these
not,
are all great questions to ask yourself.
Because if not, then when we get in the heart of the battle, because like I said, I tell people all the time, there's gonna be days you're not gonna want to eat good. There's gonna be days you're not gonna want to train. And I'm real big on the saying, you're not the person you claim to be unless you're that person in very difficult times.
Yeah.
So it's when you don't want to work out and you work out anyway. Because sometimes the truth be told, those be the good workouts.
That's always how I go. It's funny. Wait, because I had this comment, and it struck me the other day. Because I don't know why, but on the days where I go in the gym and I feel like shit, and I don't want to train, I feel achy, I feel like I'm gonna go in there and be weak, are typically always the days where I hit a PR.
Yeah. All right. So I'm glad you said that. This week I was front squatting.
Yeah.
Now,
I seen that.
I haven't trained legs in about 2 weeks because of my knee and things like that or whatever. And definitely I haven't been working out upper body the way I wanted to because my wrist been killing me, like I was explaining to y'all. So this week, I didn't want to train legs. I said, I'm going to just take another week off and just go heavy. So, the person I was with was like, man, let's just do something today. I said, all right, forget it. I said, we're going to squat. So I didn't want to squat, didn't feel like working out or nothing, but I hit a PR that day.
Yeah, I seen
so
that.
So I front squatted 4 or 5
reps? 2?
Yeah, for 2.
Yeah.
Then
out of nowhere.
I did 315 for I think 9 to 10. But had I not worked out that day, I wouldn't have found that out.
Right. Yeah.
But I got through the mental part,
right, and
everything, and it was like, you know what, man, let's just get it.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that to say, like, sometimes, and for me, my why that day was me just actually trying to beat my body up and bring it under subjection to as though I could get it to the point wherever I say I want to do in my mind, my body gonna do it.
It's gonna do it.
So even though my mind like, let's work out my body dragging, nah. I gotta like actually beat this up some more to get it back disciplined, to make it sure, to make sure that whatever I'm telling it to do, we're gonna do it.
Right.
Regardless of what's going on.
Yeah. And
so because of that happened that day. But once again, like I said, sometimes I do get it because like I said, we got expectations we have in the gym when it comes to us as trainers, and then you have clients that have expectations.
Yeah.
Then on top of that,
man, you
gotta realize at the end of the day, as a trainer, these people view you as not being human sometimes. Like you are viewed as a superhero. Like, there's been times where I could have a rough day and I gotta deal with I don't know how many people.
Yeah.
And I gotta put that to the side. I gotta smile. I gotta do all these things to help you get through because you're feeding off of my energy. And that's even more crazy because I can't go in the gym moping or complaining. I'm setting the tone. For some of these people, I'm the first person you're seeing because I'm training some of y'all 5 o'clock in the morning.
First thing in the morning, right.
So I'm your first interaction. Like, I'm the first person you meet. So I got to be all live and hyped up.
I ain't gonna
even
lie.
When I'm tired.
I like the morning people because I'll typically get myself energy drink right before I hit them up, and so that puts me in a good ass mood. And I'll be like, "Hey, we gonna start this day off great." Yeah. I'm coming up in the gym 3 a.m., 4 a.m., high energy, and they like, "What's going on with you?" Yeah. Like, man, I just had me some energy drink on the way up in here. I'm ready to go. I hope you ready. Yeah, see, I'll be more hyped than them.
my morning groups are good. It's just depending on who coming because I might get hit with 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm a man like, ain't this, man ain't that. It's like, hold on, Slim, it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
How can anything be wrong? It's 5 a.m. You just woke up.
Something was wrong last night.
Hey, you should have left that in yesterday.
Something was wrong last night, and they couldn't get no sleep. They didn't carry that thing over, man. But yeah, it'd be crazy out here, man.
And so imagine expectations both in the gym. You got to realize, I was having a conversation with my girl the other day, and it was like, I can't. A lot of times I'll go out and say that, I gotta be on a keto diet to lose weight. But if you put it in perspective, it's not actually like the case. I'm pretty sure. I'm figuring out a way to work carbs in now. But still, as a heavier guy, I mean, I just thought of it like this. Managing expectations, I have to realize that I don't get to have carbs during my diet because when I was in the off season, I had all of my carbs then. So I realized because I blew up, had all of my carbs, had a bunch of cake and BS, and just a couple times like a pizza or something. Like I had all that stuff then. I can't have that now. Like I had all the sweet potatoes I could have had during prep. I traded in for pizza like 10 months ago. You know, it is what it is. I front loaded all of my, cheat meals. I front loaded all of my, carb meals. So the expectation is it's going to take me longer because I did more damage. So you got to realize, I mean, it kind of goes to what you were saying earlier. Like if you've been overweight for 20 years, it ain't going to come off in 2 months.
It's a process, man. And it's so hard to, it's so hard for people to understand that. Like,
oh, wait. That's what it was. Managing your expectations. So in life and everything, you have to fall in love with the process. You have to fall in love with the pain and with the suffering. It sounds weird, but that's the only way that you'll be able to stick through is if you can manipulate it, twist it somehow in your head that you enjoy this suffering. If you derive any kind of pleasure from the suffering, not necessarily like the suffering itself, but putting yourself to the challenge of overcoming the suffering, overcoming having the mental fortitude to be hungry, hungry in the sense of, prepping for a show or like losing 20 pounds, and still persevering through that. And that'll just carry on into the real world. When you fighting for a promotion in your job, you have to enjoy the process of the long nights, of the hard work, of solving the problem, of coming in on time, on budget, and with a good product with no flaws. I mean, you really gotta find some kind of pleasure in that process. If you don't, you'll never make it. And that's something I try to get through to one of my clients in the past is like, I know your goal is, to have some certain look of a body, but I need you to bring that down because when times get hard, you're not going to be able to hold on to that. So it's so intangible to have a good body when you can't even put a definition to what a good body is.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get him to be like, you know what you could do to keep it going is say, track your stuff. I track, I hate cardio, but I track it in the sense that like I got myself a Fitbit now so I could be obsessive about it. I'm like, oh, I got 10,000 steps in and I lost a pound. Well, goddamn it, tomorrow I'm doing 11,000 steps because I want a pound and some change.
Yeah.
And I was telling them like, even though those days where I don't want to go train in the gym, I know I set these goals for myself like every 2 or 3 months. I want to be able to add on 10 more pounds or 20 more pounds on my deadlift, 20 more pounds or 10 more pounds on my squat, 10 more pounds on my bench. So I have these personal goals. Like even when I go in there and I feel like trash, like the day I trained chest, and last week I got 310 for 5 reps, and it was a struggle. But I came in there today like, all right, my goal is I'm hit 295 for 8 reps, and the 7th one was a struggle. But even though I didn't want to be in there, I had a goal. Yeah. So regardless of how I felt, it was like I'm on a mission. I'm gonna get this weight. I'm gonna get these reps, and if I get it, it's like a win. If I don't get it, then it kind of gives me fuel to be more intense in the rest of my workout to build up the accessories. So next week I can come back and actually get it. But making that so like that short term quote unquote failure because I missed a rep shy of my goal, even though I came in the gym not wanting to train, I now have more fuel in the fire. I'm like, oh nah, fuck this. I'm gonna go hard right now. I'm gonna recover, make sure I do everything right, make sure I rest up, make sure I don't sleep wrong on my side so my shoulder don't hurt or something. And next week I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah. So within that, you just birthed out another expectation.
Yeah, I
came something a why. Nah,
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
I made another why to keep me going.
Yeah,
and like in the grand scheme of things, and that's like I know some people said that I drop fat, fast, and that's not actually like the case. But the minute I step on the scale and I see I lost 2 pounds, it's like, oh shit, all right, I'm getting 3 pounds by next week. And I'll do whatever it takes. And it's like once I get to 3 pounds, all right, look, I'm going for 5.
Yeah.
And subconsciously or consciously, like I know it's unrealistic to increase the amount of weight that you lose each week as you progress in the diet. but it does. That's not even what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like that fuel on the fire to keep me going and like a challenge.
Yeah.
So right there, I'm managing expectations. I know I'm not gonna be able to go like in the 8th week of my diet. I'm not gonna be able to lose, 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing everything else right, I shouldn't be able to lose 5 pounds in a week.
Yeah.
And like that for that deep into the diet, but that's my goal, and I'm managing the expectation with the knowledge that I know it's not possible, but I'm still going to shoot for it. Because even though I won't get 5, I'll probably get 1.5, and that's just how I inch my way to. That's how you inch your way to any goal, to any, whether it be the stage or whether it be to a promotion, whether it be to that fancy dream car or the dream house or the wedding or whatever you want to achieve or whatever.
Yeah, you putting work in.
Yeah, that's all it's about. Just knowing that the amount of work that you put in is what you're gonna get out. Like me and Gary, we'll give you the playbook.
Yeah.
I'll be a teacher. I'll show you. I'll explain why. I'll do demonstrations. I'll give you a write up on how the joint works or how this works. But I'll give you a diet. But it's up to you to stick to it. And like I'll show. I can't, like, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink.
Mm-hmm.
That's on you.
Yeah. But for some of these people, man, that's why I said, like, you got a lot of people who are new to the fitness. They never trained before, never worked out, and so these are a lot of the stuff is just behaviors and patterns that they got to get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In order to meet whatever it is that they're trying to expect, because you could tell me you're expecting to like this person day 60 or day 79, but yet you still got bad eating habits.
Yeah.
And so you don't see the work this person put in. All you see is the things that they post on Instagram.
Right.
They're not posting all the other stuff outside of that. So yeah,
you know what? I got a couple stories about that. Just about the bad eating habits. And again, it's about managing your expectations and kind of having a little bit of knowledge and foresight, or not foresight, but kind of background knowledge of what's going on. There are some people on Instagram. Competitor I knew and bumped into in the gym. It's another personal trainer that I kind of sort of like interact with or interact through a client with down in Atlanta, and it's like they'll post them eating burgers and going to IHOP and eating all these amazing meals and saying, yeah, I'm eating whatever I want and still losing weight. But what they don't tell you is that's the only meal that they had in 24 hours. So they are, again, it's a ploy to try to get you in to make you think that, they're the easy way around achieving your goal. And it's no easy way, or else everybody would have it.
They not explaining to people they're a different body type.
Or and it's been proven, if you were a super athlete as a child, if you grew up running track, I don't know what it is, but anybody who ran track in high school or middle school or whatever, and they did it for years consistently, their bodies are forever changed through that process. I don't know why, but if I look at somebody that's run track in grade school and then they kept doing it, it's like their body is just permanently fixed in a state where they are really good at burning carbs, because I guess they think that they're gonna sprint it off, and so their body just naturally.
And then you got some people just naturally been blessed with a high metabolism.
Yeah, and can
so they eat whatever the hell they want, and it'll burn off for some of them.
Yeah.
So, that's some things that they don't tell people. So you got people that's like, I might have somebody like, oh my God, Gary ate a burger, like Gary ate this, but at the end of the day, I'm not posting everything like I should, because sometimes I do try to be mindful of my private life and everything like that. And I got so much going on, I don't have time to be posting all the time.
Right.
But, I might post that. Like just recently, I just started posting workouts. Back posting workouts. Like I've been working out the whole time. People don't see that.
Right.
So
they think that you falling off.
Yeah, nah. Gary just ate a burger. Like, yeah, how you still look the way you look? Like, yeah, I ate a burger, but I worked out all this week.
Yeah, and you're a trainer. You on your feet all day. You're walking around all day. You're changing plates all day.
oh, that's just only the one meal that you seen me with.
Right.
Like, like you said, the people that you seen that post stuff. So like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man, that people don't get to see, but yet the expectations, and that's just the gym side of it. That's not even including their personal life.
Yeah.
Because I have people that tell me, well, I want a house, I want this, I want that, but yet the tendencies that you display in the gym, I hate to say it, I'm quite sure it just don't happen in the gym.
Yeah.
It's outside the gym too.
Yeah.
So, when a young lady tell me, oh, man, my boss, they was tripping, they fired me, and this and that because, I was late. Well, you late to every session. So there got to be some truth to you being late.
5 minutes late.
So,
you like 15, 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
Like if you're 1 hour session, you done burned a quarter to a third of it.
Or just the fact that, people like, well, I run into situations where, I have a problem with communicating. I'm like, I do understand that because you don't even communicate with me.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be like, hey, I'm not coming today, or, I'm running 15 minutes late. I take it a step further. It was so funny. I'm so consistent in what I do. The people that I train have expectation that Gary's always in the gym. That is crazy. To the point that people, like people don't even call sometimes. I have people that'll pop up at the gym. Like, well, I knew you was here. Like, that's crazy. That happened this week too. It is funny to me, but yet at the same time,
and that's kind of messed up too. It's like, I mean, that's your place of employment. That's where you get your work done. But that is your office.
But some people don't view. It's funny. Like I had somebody tell me like, hey, due to the virus going on, like that's crazy. Like, oh, you don't work. Like what? Like really?
You mean I don't work?
I'm running the business. I don't work because I'm in the gym. Like some people don't even see.
They don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, they don't acknowledge it. Like this is a business. This is a job for him. This is like.
And that's crazy because like
I'm just here just to freelance around.
Yeah,
just
like I'm just killing time.
Yeah,
it's crazy because like maybe, and that's something else too. People don't set up their lives to do what they enjoy doing. So you go to a job that you hate. But this man has set up his life so that he's doing something that he actually likes and enjoys. So he's in the gym all the time because he actually likes it, he enjoys it, he's happy about it. It's not like he doesn't have a job. This is his job.
Yeah.
He just set it up so it's something that he enjoys.
But like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I was blown away by that.
But think I don't work? Don't you know I charge you?
Yeah,
I charge you for these sessions, yo.
Like
you ain't the only one.
I'm a bill.
Exactly. Hey, don't tell him that.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that part.
But this is funny to me because like I said, once again, I'm starting to see, as I continue, my whole journey in this industry and things like that, that sometimes there's nothing wrong with having expectations. But sometimes I think we have some, like I don't mind people having high expectations, but if you're going to have high expectations, you got to have some type of work ethic to match that.
Right.
Like people just blur stuff out just to say it, but there's no actions or nothing else that's being executed. Yeah. So like, don't sit up and tell me you want a body, but yet you're not doing nothing to accomplish to get that body. Don't tell me you have aspirations on starting a business or you want to do this or you want to work here or you tired of working, but yet you're not putting effort and time and doing other things to apply to yourself to be a better person just so that you could do those type of things. Like you saying like okay, that's like me saying I want to do real estate, but yet I'm still hanging around people who are not even doing real estate, but yet we're playing video games all day.
Yeah. Like how you
so
how
am I
expect that?
Yeah. Like how am I like if I'm on Madden all day, how am I even getting the knowledge and information about real estate?
Right.
But that's something I want to do. You see what I'm saying?
And managing, all of that is like, that same example. If at least dedicate 2 hours a day, at least 2 hours a day to what you're going to do, or at least an hour a day. Like if you want to be real estate, the first step. Circle. Yeah. So like I'd say even the first step is like even take a Google search and buy like do some research on how to get into real estate, how to become a real estate agent, and then take all the classes or the study home, like at home study guides or whatever. Like you gotta,
but you gotta be around. You want to start being around like-minded people though.
Yeah.
Like you have, like it's nothing wrong with changing or switching your circle if you have expectations that you're trying to execute to accomplish whatever goal or dream it is that you have. So like once again, I tell people like, okay, well, you have plans on, let's say you have plans on becoming a trainer one day. Okay, cool. How many trainers are you around?
True.
How many of them are you reaching out to and talking to?
How many? Yeah, exactly. Like even if you are not one yet, like how and like you if you go to the gym, like if you want to be a trainer, you must go to the gym. How many of the trainers do you see? Or do you engage with?
Yeah.
And like, and ask them just questions about how they did it.
Yeah.
Or what's it like?
Because if not, then we just talking. Then we just playing.
Yeah.
So once again, we have these expectations, but we just throwing them out there.
I don't think I ever asked you or some of the other guys that's trainers that was in the group, but I would sit around and kind of look and notice and watch and listen to all the stories, to everything. Just hang around afterwards with Coach, with Kojo, with yourself, and just listen and absorb it. And then I'd go off and I'd try to invite my friends in and try to guide them and help them. Like I'm helping you, but I'm also trying to figure this shit out for myself too.
I think sometimes I think it's due to one of our problems when it comes to asking people for help or just trying to gain knowledge of whatever it is that you're trying to do that this person is excelling in or doing great in. Sometimes we don't experience. That's like I done seen trainers who are trying to get started, and they're asking trainers, whoever they look up to or whoever they see doing well, they ask them for advice, and the way how these people talk to them and treat them is very disrespectful, and it kind of discourages them. So that's like you asking me like, well, how you doing this? How you doing? I'm like, man.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And now it's like, what? Man, bro, I just ask you a simple question, like
why you getting
like because sometimes they see you as a threat, or it's like they look at you like you're beneath them,
right?
And it kills me because the information that I know now, I don't mind giving it out because I didn't have nobody to give it to me, so I had to learn all through trial and error when it comes to this. It wasn't like everything I know now somebody was able to tell me that. I had to learn through this myself. So like. Yeah, so like if somebody, coming up or ask me questions, I'll talk to you, but we'll talk all day. Like, man, do this, do that, do that. Have you thought about this? And you see what I'm saying?
And you know what? I want to just piggyback on the other side of that. For the people that are hesitant to give out information because you feel like you're better than somebody, you're better than nobody. All men bleed. But the other thing is information is free. So even if I hit you up and you don't give me an answer, like you disregard me, I mean, the internet is around now. So information is free. And again, managing expectations or like, having some follow through is like, you can ask me for all the information in the world and I'll give it to you at no charge. Cause you still have to act on it. You can't be at home playing Madden and not, taking the steps to get to your goal.
Even though the internet is out and information is around, and in certain cases or certain situations, it's still not enough. Because if I'm a trainer and I'm at Gold's Gym and I'm just training all these people, I'm making a killing. You can't go on the internet and say, all right, Google Gold's Gym and Laurel, what's the audience? What's the type of people that's going to come in? What it's not going to give you that information compared to me just saying, hey, look, man, I see you a brother who's trying to come up and you trying to do this training thing. Let me tell you the right way to go about it in this area.
Right.
Maybe you should target these type of people.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why you might want to target these type of people, because that's not the audience that I have, and it might do you a just because these people more than likely gonna come to me regardless, unless I refer them to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, or I could just be like, hey, cool. You know what? If you're serious about being a trainer, then I want you to shadow me for a week. Like we don't have people that do that type of stuff because once again, because of the industry that we in, sometimes people feel threatened. And it kills me because if you know who you are, you can't take nothing from me.
True.
Even if you stole, if I was training somebody and you took them from me, I never had them. Not to mention, guess what?
Hey, that applies in relationships.
That applies in relationships.
Exactly like in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a relationship.
Yeah, because we talking about expectations not only in the gym and in life.
It's a life.
Let me do y'all a just one real quick. This is gonna bless your life. If the person is for you, they for you. Don't lose no sleep thinking, oh, well, I don't know what this person doing or what this person going through. They still love me. If a person gonna cheat, they gonna cheat. It's just that simple. So don't lose no time or no sleep on if a person is gonna leave you or if a person cheating on you. You wasting your time, energy, effort, baby. Go to sleep. My brother, go to sleep. You hear me? If you don't know, listen, go to sleep. Don't waste your time. All right?
Know your
because
worth.
The person for you, man, they're gonna be for you, man. You ain't gotta worry about all that, man. Like, and I'm not losing no sleep.
Right.
I know who I am. When you know who you are, when you know what you bring to the table, you ain't gotta worry about that. Because if they do leave, you'll just get a better version of them.
You'll get a better version. You'll get what's meant for you, and it's gonna be something better. That
it's gonna be way better.
What you bring
don't
to
even
the
trip
table.
about that, man. And the same thing about the gym and the training situation. Like, I done had, because it's funny. Matter of fact, before we started, I was on Instagram and I was looking through the stories, and I seen somebody that I used to training with somebody else. I don't get mad at that.
Right.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
You know why? Because there's 1,000 people out here that need to get trained.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm good at. So I hope he can help you with your journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if not, I got more people coming in.
I hope that whoever you go to next can understand you better, can relate to you better, can like get through to you better. Because if you left me, maybe it was my communication, or like you didn't understand it, or what have you. Like, our personalities didn't click, it didn't mesh.
Yeah.
I was presenting it in a way that you couldn't understand, and it's fine because I want you to reach your goal anyway. So it's like, if I told my first client that, I was like, yo, bro, it don't seem like you really enjoy this, and we've been at it for a while. I understand that you're trying to fight through it and push through it, but there are multiple ways to achieve the body that you want.
Yeah.
It don't have to be in this crowded ass weight room. You could, try yoga, you could do swimming, you could do hiking, you could do like wall climbing or something. Like, there's multiple ways to get like what you want.
Now, what are you coming for? Because that right there off the break, what are you coming for? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Because if you want me to be your friend, I'm not gonna be your friend off the break.
If you want me to be your friend, you gotta pay me first.
I'm helping you to reach your goals. Yeah, so like, I get it. Some people ain't got nobody to talk to, so they might just sign up. Just because, I see that times too, and the things that some people take for granted, like some people really don't have nobody to talk to at all.
Yeah.
And,
are we cheaper than therapists?
Yeah. We are.
Well, damn. I guess that's half the clientele right there.
And very attractive. So like, that's a plus too.
That's a plus. Hey.
So now you got these
lunch
women.
With you.
No, I can't do lunch.
No, I'm like, look.
You do lunch is over.
I'm still going to charge my rate.
You do lunch is over, because now they think Derrick the one, and if they think Derrick the one, it turns from lunch to Naj. Here's the beautiful. They don't care about you having a girl.
Here's the beautiful.
You having a girl is a turn on. Like, that's even more.
Most of your clientele are women. All my clientele are men.
I got some men too.
And they want to take you out for lunch?
Oh, listen. So let me tell you, we might. That's a whole other topic, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that on another
episode.
All right,
man.
Yeah. How you deal with sexual harassment at the workplace?
Male
and female as a trainer. Right?
I haven't experienced that yet. I'm too new in the game. Yeah. Still green.
But yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Make sure you follow us. Most importantly, hold on, let me backtrack. Make sure, whatever your expectations are, whether it be in the gym and in life, make sure you're doing your part.
Yes.
Right? Because what you put in is what you get out.
Yes. In all areas of life.
In all areas of life. Make sure y'all pass these videos out, man. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you get the word out. Please, share it. If you're watching this video, share it.
Hit that share button at the bottom.
That's all we asking, man.
Or this is gonna be on our podcast too. So if you didn't catch one of the last YouTube videos, we are on SoundCloud, we're on Stitcher, we're on Spotify. Yeah. Trying to think what else we on. Make sure that you hit up our link tree for our website. I got a discount now too. For Chemex. So all of their products, you get 20% off.
Make sure you get that
Go
discount
to the
from
link
Derrick.
that's on my Instagram. My man GP is restocked on all his waist trainers.
Yeah.
Summer is coming. Get snatched. And we are also on iHeartRadio. I'll have that link up soon. And you can find this on all of our Instagram accounts. Just click the button at the top. It'll take you to a link tree for all our products, services, discount codes, all where you can listen to us, all where you can see us. Share it with a friend. Like, comment, subscribe.
Because it's going to bless your life.
Yeah.
This information going to bless your life.
And especially topics like this where we're not, it sounds like it's fitness based, but it's actually about life. You might need somebody might need to hear this word.
Yeah.
We out here preaching. Pastor Parks.
You hear me? Amen.
Y'all have a good one.